Okay, everybody, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go through a brand new Kraken training. I don't think I've actually done Kraken training videos for about 2 years, and wanted to make something complete, updated for everybody, step by step, showing you all the new things that I didn't have in my previous training videos, and talk about some of the changes that are going to be coming to Kraken. Now, we always update Kraken to keep it relevant. And I've got things within this tool that no one else has in the SEO industry. I know that a lot of people will say, oh, come on, Michael, you know, everybody's got the same type of tool. Well, no, actually they don't. And I'm always trying to stay ahead of the curve. I'm always trying to make sure my tools are updated to the latest, the greatest, and the best. And I try to add in things that no one else has. And that's why we're going to be taking the Kraken to another higher height. I'll say it that way. I hate to say the word the next level. It's just bad. Every marketer loves to say, I'll take it to the next level, you know, but we're going to take this to another higher plane, and we're going to be implementing something within the Kraken that's going to truly add in a lot more SEO prowess, make it better rankings, and make it easier for you to rank your websites, your GMBs, and those of your clients. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's take a look at the Kraken, go over some of the new features, and show you some strategies on how to use this tool correctly. So when you first come in, you're going to see the basic dashboard setup here. You'll see if you have Live Drive, which is that super awesome GMB ranking tool. At the top here, how many live drives I've had. I have 9,685 left. My places search up here, how many of the important places I can do, almost 10,000, and then the number of credits that I have here. You can come over and click on your profile if you want to, and you can hit log out. These really don't have any features. They're just kind of there. So that's basically what those are. All right, so we'll come over here to the left. There's two things that you can do. You can minimize this dashboard. Sometimes it depends on the screen that you're on, the type of device that you're on, but some people want to minimize this so they'll have more room to do more things when they're setting up their campaigns, look at more options, etc., etc., etc. But I like to have it expanded. And then on the left hand side we have dashboard, campaign recipes, create campaigns, the live drive, the proxies, and the keyword analyzer. Okay, so we have transaction history, and this will tell you what you've paid for within the system. So let's go ahead and start over there. It'll tell you on the campaigns how much each campaign cost, what the campaign name was, what the price was, and the date that this was paid on. And obviously you can see I've been running quite a few campaigns. I'm sure not as many as a lot of other people within my tool. You can see here my last couple of campaigns I ran in here. St. Therese, I should say. Clone, Arnold, property. Okay, so a couple of just personal campaigns, video campaigns I've been running, and what the cost was. So that's just for personal tracking. A lot of people will ask, well, how many credits did my campaign cost? This is on the transaction history, everything that you can see. Okay, we'll go back over to the dashboard and we'll just look at what the daily traffic is. The active traffic, how much traffic is going in. That's kind of a bad number there. Thank God it's got 4 sixes, but wow, what a number, 6666. Okay, weekly traffic, 26,922. How many credits I have in my wallet, and then the total traffic since last month. Alright, now what this is going to tell you is that I'm running quite a bit of traffic. And the reason why I'm running so much traffic is I'm boosting videos. I'm running a lot of video campaigns here. I have a personal YouTube channel that is outside of my Kraken tools, a personal project. And this is something I'm using the video side of Kraken for boosting. And since I'm using the video side, I'm using a proxy within the system. Okay, so if you're doing videos, if you're wanting to rank videos, you need to use a proxy. That's the only way that you're going to get views to stick and rankings to stick within the Kraken. And we'll go in a little bit into that in just a few minutes. All right, the second thing that we have here are the campaign recipes. And these are recipes that you can create for your own custom campaigns. And if you would like to be generous, you can share them. So if you want to share them, it's very simple. You can come right on over here. You have public. These are set to public. You can come over and you can just change it to where you want to share it. Okay, so you saw that right there. Click the little link button. Hover over top of it. Click this. And now it is privately shared. Publicly shared. So now it's in the public shared recipes, meaning that once you share these, they can be used by other Kraken members across the system. If you want to unshare it, you just click the little stop. It makes it go back to private. And just like this. There we go. Now it's back in private. Now the reason why you may want to share it is if you have friends or maybe customers, maybe you run your own SEO mastermind, or you run your own service, or even you may work with clients and you may have your own Kraken and your clients may have their own Kraken, and you've created a custom campaign for them to use. Then you could share it and then they could use it within their campaign. But just be aware that once you make it public, anybody within the system can use it. So when you're setting up a recipe, let's go to campaign recipes again. Okay. We have the shared recipes here. Just a second. Let me go and create a new campaign here. So we're going to do... Kind of froze up there for a second. That was weird. Okay, that was weird. I don't know if that was my internet flicking out on me there. But from the recipes, what we want to do is we want to click on Create Campaigns. A little drop down opens up. Click on Create Campaign Recipe. And now you can name it. So we're going to name this one Demo 1. Okay, this is going to be a test. Alright, and now you can set up your custom recipe. And what the recipe means is you can set up a journey within Kraken for anything that you want the Kraken to do. And when you're setting up a recipe, I don't recommend filling out all of the details, which I'm going to show you here. So let's say, for example, we're going to come in here to browser. Okay, we're going to click on change location, and instead of putting my location in here that you want to use, I'm going to leave this blank. So I'm going to come up here and change this, called change location. Okay, I'm going to name it on the custom name, and I'm going to come down and click on save. Okay, I'm going to close it out. Alright, so now I've got to change location. So this is going to tell Google, okay, the first thing that you want it to do is you want it to change the location for wherever you're going to be. Okay, so you noticed I did not put my location in there, and the reason why I didn't is because once you create it as a recipe, then you can import it in the future campaigns and then make the changes within that campaign. So you could make a recipe, a general recipe that would cover, say, local marketing or a local GMB search. And then it doesn't matter the number of clients that you have or the number of websites that you have. You could always import that generic recipe in and then make changes on the fly. And we'll show you that in just a second. So let's do change recipe. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and do a Google search. So I'm going to go back. Okay, we're going to do a Google My Business search. So we'll do a GMB search here. We're going to call this GMB search. Okay, we're not going to fill any of this out. We're going to come down and hit save. Okay, great. So now it's going to change the location. It's going to do a GMB search. So it's going to search for your GMB. And then once it finds it, it's going to go to your GMB. Now, once it's on that GMB, what we want to do is we want it now, because now it's going to be on your GMB, and now it's going to click your website naturally on your GMB. So once it goes to your website, the next thing that we want it to do is we want it to say read on that website, meaning that now we're telling the bot, okay, now it's on the website, and now we want it to go through that website and read on it. Okay, so this means it's going to tell it to scroll down through the website, to make it look like the mouse is moving around and reading things, like it's doing actual website work. It's going to click on the pages that it's on, and now we need to tell it something else. We need to tell it how long it's going to spend on there. So we need to go to wait. Okay, and let's say we want it to wait 2 minutes on that page. Okay, so we're on the home page. It's reading around. It's looking on it there. And now it's going to wait on that home page for about 2 minutes. After it's been on that home page, the next thing that we want it to do is we want it to go to a link search. So we're going to go back to on website. We're going to do find and follow link. And for this, we're just going to leave this blank. We're going to do save. Okay. We're going to close it out. So now it's going to look for a certain page on that website. Maybe this is an about page. Maybe it's your products page. Maybe it is a reviews page, or maybe it's a contact us page. Now we're going to add in some additional things in here to make it look more legitimate. Now I'm just doing a simple recipe here, just right now. So we're going to find and follow that link. Maybe it goes off to a product page, and it is now what's it going to do? Well, now we need to do read on website, right? So we need to do read on website. Go back to browser, click on wait. Okay. We're going to do 1 minute wait. All right, now that's on that page, we're going to make it look natural. And what do you do when you go to a page that you've read a little bit on and you're not necessarily going to browse from that page? You're going to hit the back button. So we're going to say, okay, back button. Now, this is totally up to you. You can do this if you want. You don't have to put a back button in there at all. But let's say that you do back button, okay, and you go back. Now what we want to do is we want to do another one of on website, find and follow link, save. Now maybe it's going to go to that contact us page, or maybe it's going to go to another page. And from this page, again, what do? We go to website. Okay, we're going to read on that website. We're going to go back to browser. We're going to tell it to wait another minute. Okay, and then perhaps from here, we could do a direct link search. Maybe look for a link directly on that page. Or we're going to do a screenshot, because a screenshot looks legitimate. Like you literally just took a screenshot of that page and save it. That's awesome. That's a really good ranking signal right there. Okay, we're going to come back here now. So now we have screenshot. Next thing that we're going to do is we're going to do find and follow link. And let's just say that this goes to the contact us page. We're going to do read on website, browser, wait, let's say 3 minutes. We're also going to do a screenshot on that page, because if that's a contact us page, not only are you on that page, but a lot of times when I'm on a contact page with my cell phone, I'll do a screenshot so I can look at it later. Because let's be honest, once you've been on that page and you leave, you're probably not going to go back unless you've submitted your information, or you've made a phone call, or you've had intent to buy. So most of the time I take screenshots so I can go back over and look over things that I found interesting from the day. Okay, so here is just one journey. Change location, GMB search, read on website, wait, find and follow link, read on website, wait, back, goes back to home page. Find and follow link, read on website, wait, screenshot, find and follow, read on website, wait, screenshot. Okay, and you could also do a refresh in there if you wanted to. Refresh on that page, not necessarily necessary. So we have this, we're going to click submit. Okay, now we have demo 1 in here saved. You can always come in and delete your demo, whatever you don't want. You can click in here and edit, you can edit it anytime. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go into create campaign. Under create campaigns here, we're going to name this local, let's see here, local plumbing repair. Category, let's say HVAC, or in this case, let's just do plumbing. Okay, number of searches that we're going to do a max of 15% of the total local search volume for this particular keyword, which in the location I'm going to pick just as a demo here, it would be extremely low. But let's just say 50. And that's probably way higher than, that's going to be way higher than what would normally be. I'm going to click here on 30 days, okay, for a 30-day drop. But there's a couple of things that you can do here. You can put in your own custom days. You could do 250 if you wanted to. You could delete that out, do 30. If you keep clicking these days, they're going to keep adding up here. So just be aware of that. You can always go back to 0 or 1. And let's put in 30, okay? Or drop it down. Okay, 30 days. The other thing that you can do is you can come into the advanced, do an advanced scheduler, set up the actual times that you want. So if you have a business that is only open during 8 a.m. and 4 p.m., highly recommend using a scheduler like this. Because if you have traffic coming in for lawn mowing jobs at 2 o'clock in the morning, that's going to look odd. If you have traffic coming in looking for lawyers at 3 o'clock in the morning, well, that may actually be normal if it's a DUI, because you may be in jail and perhaps that type of search is coming in. Emergency vet would definitely be all night long, right? Emergency vet, veterinarian, emergency things like that. You know, any type of rescue or any type of animal rescue or things like that that are all night long, or restaurants that are all night long, like in big cities, perfectly normal to run traffic to those businesses at the night. But if you have a business that does not normally get visitors per se like this, then I recommend setting up a scheduler where you send in the time, you know, only between the hours of business, because that looks natural to Google. The other thing that you can do is you can come into the advanced scheduler, which is really neat to use, and you can create dates for this as well, schedules for this, and you can import them in. You can save dates. So, for example, let's say that we set up a very custom date here, and we're going to say we want to send in traffic from November 11th. We want between 1 and 3 visits for that day. Now you can set up your time here, but for me, I'm not going to do that. We'll say, okay, add. Next thing we'll do is say, okay, the next day I want traffic to come in. I want it to be between 2 and 3 for that day. Okay, you see where I'm going with this, right? All right, 15th. Let's say between 1 and 7, because this is a Friday. Okay, now once you've got this little schedule set up here, 3 views, 1 to 3 views, 2 to 3 views, 1 to 7 views that day, you can click on save. We're going to call this Demo 1. Okay, Demo 1. Click on save. Let's go ahead and delete this out. Now what you can do is you can click on import here. Boom. See how easy that is. Super easy. Now you've saved your scheduler in here, your advanced scheduler, and even though the days will change, this will automatically update to the current dates that you're in. So you may be saved on November 11th. It'll say November 11th to November 14th, and you may be in April. But when you run that campaign, it's going to be from April 11th to April 14th. Okay. So very good. This is a great scheduler. So we'll have this little scheduler. I'm not going to use it. I'm going to go back to my non-date scheduler, non-advanced, 30 days here, a 30-day drip, and let's do that again. Oops, my bad. Let's do 30. There we go. Okay, I'm going to use both mobile and desktop here. It's going to run on. Now we need to set up a geo-grid, so we're going to do a geo-grid here. And for this, let's go, I already started pulling it up. Plumbing repair, Warrenton, Virginia. All right, I found Screaming Eagle Plumbing. What the heck? All right, let's click on this. Let's go to where they are. So are they open? They're open. Look at this. Open 24 hours. Now, actually, I could see that. A plumbing emergency, your pipe burst, definitely all night long, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to copy this address here. Go and open up that business all the way. We'll make this a lot easier. Let's go down to Screaming Eagle. Okay, and from this I'm going to copy this website. I did not want to do that. Doggone it. Alright, we're going to copy that link. We're going to go back over here. We're going to put in the business name now. It needs to be copied verbatim here, okay, for this ranking grid. So actually, it's not for the business yet. Sorry, got a little ahead of myself there. We're going to copy that business name directly off of here. Okay, so copy this. Going to drop it in. Now we want to pick our grid size. So let's say a 9x9 with a distance of 1 mile. Okay. Input for keyword input here. Let's do. And this could be comma separated. I believe you can do up to 15 comma separated words here. You can add them all into one line and then click add. So let's say plumbing repair, Warrenton, VA. plumbing repair, Warrington. Plumbing repair near me. Plumbing repair. Let's say we do that. We click on add, boom, goes right in here. Okay, address, let's go find that address again. And we're going to, here we go. Okay, let's copy that. All right, so we've copied this off. We're going to drop in this address. We're going to click on search. All right, boom, here we go. You can hold down the control key and you can just zoom right on down in here. You can come into the map, click on satellite, look directly at that location. Oh wow, they're running out of their house. Is that funny? They don't even have a building. Okay, so we have the address in here, search latitude, longitude. We're going to click on save. Now we've got our GMB in here. Okay, so our 9x9 grid, distance of 1 mile, 4 keywords, the address fully in here, website, business name, etc., etc. Good. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do is you could custom build a campaign, or as we just did here, we're going to click on add recipe, personal recipe. We're going to import demo 1. Okay, so we have that recipe that we just created. Now you can have up to 10 recipes per campaign. So these are called recipes for a reason, right? It's like you're cooking. There's many different ways that you can cook a meal, many different ways that you can cook dinner. All of them have different recipes. So you have this recipe set up here, but you could come in and say, okay, I want to make this more of a unique search. So off of this, I'm going to do another recipe. So let's say Houston, Texas accident attorney setup. Okay, I'm going to come into the shared recipes here that other people have shared. Sewer camera, interesting. Haven't seen that one yet. Digital signaling brand template. Okay, bounce search 1. I'm going to put that one in here. Let's go to number 2. Google Map URLs, interesting. Sounds fun. SoundCloud GMB plus site. I like that one. We're going to click close. Now, all of these can be edited. So you'll want to come in here and change this information, right? So bounce search. You could change your information, put it in here. Looks like someone already had their saved bounces, right? Save location. But I don't want to have all that in here for this one. So I am going to clear out these. I'm going to click on delete. Yep, boom. Let's do delete. Yep. Delete. Delete, wow. And you can always drag and drop as well. So if you had a recipe you wanted to drag and drop and move them around, you could totally do that. Okay, let's go back to regular recipe. So for this, we're going to do our demo 1 that we set up before. Now GMB search, we're going to click on here, GMB search. We're going to do keywords, exactly what we used before. So let's say plumbing repair, Warrington, VA, plumbing repair, Warrington, plumbing repair near me, water heater repair near me. Okay. Click on add, boom, puts that all in. Business name. Okay, Screaming Eagle. What is that? Screaming Eagle Plumbing, I believe. Yep. Okay. Plumbing. Website link. So we're just going to go over and copy this out. That's all it is. Just copy, copy, copy. Click on copy. Okay, website link. GMB link. So we're going to come down here to the share link. I'm going to copy off this share link because I don't have access to this GMB. So we'll drop that share link in here. Okay, click the call. What type of percentage? We're going to tell the bot we want to do 25%. That's kind of high. Let's do Let's do around 20%. That's still pretty high. Browse reviews. Let's say we want 25% browsing reviews. Browsing pictures, I want 15%. Driving directions, okay, totally optional here, but for this I want 30%. Okay, driving to location, max miles, let's say within a 15-mile radius, and the number per pages to search. So this one was pretty close up there. I think it was on page 1, but let's say up to 5 pages of search. We're going to click on update. We're going to click close. Okay, now we know on that website, once it goes to that website, so now we need to go to Screaming Eagle Plumbing. Let's open up a new tab here. All right, so on the website, once it goes here, we're going to tell it to click on plumbing repairs. All right, and we want it to come and sit at this page for a few minutes. So we're going to click on update. Boom. Just like that. Okay, find follow link. Wait, it's going to go back. Now it's going to look for another link on that website. So from here, once it goes back to the home page, just like this, now we're going to tell it to go to the, okay. Oh, doesn't look like they have a home link there, so I'm going to tell it to go to the repair. Is that a page? No. Let's do drain cleaning. They got some weird pages here. All right, so we're going to go back, drop that in here. Okay. I'm not sure what happened there, but I think I screwed up my recipe. Looked like my changed location was out of place when I saved it there. So let's go back to our address here. Screaming Eagle. I'm going to copy that address. We're back in our recipe here for changed location. I'll pop that in, click on search. We're going to say, okay, everything within a 15-mile radius of this. Click add, boom, here we go, update. Okay. So now we got our change location in, that's good. GMB search is in, read on website, find follow link, read on website, find follow link. So from here we went to drain cleaning. Okay, screenshot, find and follow link. So from here we're going to go back to about us. Okay, we're going to tell it to go to the about us page. And drop that in, click on update, click on close. Read on website, wait. All right, so now we've got our geo-grid in. We've got our main content here in. We're driving in total of 50 views. Total of 30 credits, 47 credits overall. Scheduling will be 30 credits, so total credits for this is 47. I'm going to come back just for the sake of doing this campaign. And I want it to run over the next 7 days. So we'll do 7 days here. And for the number of views, just for temporary, give it some urgency here, and we'll do 500 since this is just a demo. Now I'm not going to hit this guy's website with all of this. All right, we're going to click on submit. Okay, success. Now we've got our campaign running here, okay? So the next thing that you want to do is if you're running a GMB campaign, which is what we ran within here, we ran this for a GMB ranking. Now this was a custom campaign with a custom recipe that I showed you how to set up. But let's say that you're brand new into the Kraken and this is the first video that you're watching, the training video, and you're thinking, oh my gosh, that's so much work. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do? This is going to take me forever to learn this. There's an easier way. There's an easier path. So don't worry. We built in something here called Quick Campaign. Now, I showed you this first because I wanted you to understand the system. If I showed you Quick Campaign, you may have never gone in and custom built them. But I wanted you to see the process. I wanted you to see the work and understand why it is important to learn how to use the tool correctly and all the different benefits of using different campaigns and recipes for boosting your sites. Okay, but let's say that you don't want to do all that. You don't want to set everything up. You want something fast. This is why you bought the tool, right? You want to rank in Google. I'm snapping my finger here in case you can't hear me. You want to rank quick, you want to rank easy, you want to rank fast. You don't want to do all that work, all that boring work of setting things up. So here is the easy peasy pumpkin easy. Here we go. All right, so you have website and you have Google My Business. So campaign name, let's say quick, easy peasy. Is that right? Anyways, there we go. Yep, Peaksy. Who comes up with that stuff? Okay, quick, easy peasy. Business name. All right, Screaming Eagle. So we're gonna do Screaming Eagle Plumbing. I feel like I'm in Cobra Kai here. Feels like a Cobra Kai from Netflix, right? That sounds like one of the shows. So website link. Let's go ahead and copy the main URL here. All right, that's the main URL from that GMB. Drop that in. Keyword. Okay, plumbing repair. Warrenton, VA. Let's say plumbing repair near me. Water heater repair near me. Let's do that. We're going to add these three in. All right. Now, what we have connected here is we have this connected to my Keywords Everywhere account, which is about right here. All right, so I'm using an API for my Keywords Everywhere account, and this will pull the stats based upon your local search volume and automatically set up the right amount of traffic for your location based on your geolocation, based on the number of miles, and the number of percentages that we recommend. So for example, location on business, let's go to the Screaming Eagle here. We're going to grab that address. We're going to go back. We're going to drop it in. Actually, I'm sorry. Let's not do the address. We're going to name this the Screaming Eagle, right? There we go. It pulls it up automatically. So we drop it in just like that. Number of pages. Let's calculate. Okay, search volume. That's pretty high there. That's going to be pretty high. Not sure how I feel about that one, but let's just say we do save. Okay. Now, not only is this going to do a GMB campaign, it's going to do, on the quick campaign here, it's going to do a geo-grid, a 5x5 geo-grid automatically set up for you. And on the actual quick campaign for the website, very easy. Put in the campaign name, put in the website link, the keywords, comma separated, click add, put in your search for address. So you put in your address here. All right, so Screaming Eagle, does it do that one with this one? I don't think so. I think you actually put in the address. Yeah, so you do the address, click on search for the website, click on calculate, and then click save and publish it. And you can already see on the quick easy peasy campaign here, we've already got one view coming in. So let's go ahead and click on it. All right, it's going to start pulling up the GeoGrid. Now, the GeoGrid's going to take a little bit of time to run. It could be a few minutes, it could be a little bit longer, but once you first log this in, you want to click on, because it's a manual run, you want to click on Run Keyword, click on the next keyword, click Run Keyword, click on the next keyword, click Run Keyword, and then go back and then wait for it to load up your new GeoGrid here. And like I said, it's going to be just a few minutes for it to start coming in. So it's scraping this out. It's going to show red at the beginning, don't panic, but it will start to update with the actual real rankings. And since I picked something closer to the top, I believe, we're going to get decent rankings for this, depending on the keyword. So we'll just give that a little bit of time. I'm going to pause my video and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I had to pause my campaign there for a couple of hours, and the reason behind this is we had to restart a couple of big servers that were doing the scraping for our GeoGrids on the campaigns that I set up and ran earlier. So I wanted to let that queue run through it. Because of our restart, it caused a big backup on the GeoGrid queue running on the server. So anyways, after a couple of the servers have cleared, the GeoGrids have run. Usually they're much quicker than this. That's why I was trying to figure out what the heck was going on, and found out the programmers were updating things. So you can see the two campaigns here. I did the quick easy peasy campaign and then the local plumbing campaign. So let's go into the local plumbing. Now, just real quick here, because I don't think I went over the actual campaign using the campaigns or checking campaigns once you've created them. So we created them. There's a couple of things you can do over here. You can clone campaigns, you can delete the campaign, or you can edit the campaign. There's two different ways of editing it. You can edit it via the edit button here, or you can click on the campaign itself and dig in deep. So let's go dig in deep here. We're going to click on the local plumbing repair. Okay, we're going to let this load for just a second. Servers are still lagging just a tad bit. And you can see I ran quite a few grids here. Now the grids are going to say 20. Typically they pull pretty fast, and I made an error. Oh, what a stupid error. I saw this afterwards. I was like, I put 3 R's in here when Warrington only has 2 R's. So I must have been typing in those keywords really fast, which is something you gotta definitely be aware of when you're running keywords on your campaign. But anyways, regardless of that, let's go to plumbing repair Warrington. And while this stat has not yet updated, it is working. So I'm gonna click on view report. And typically the stat does fully update, so I think the scrape is still coming in. This was a 13 by 13 grid, I believe. So we'll just let it load here, give it just a few minutes, and it's going to load data over on this side. Okay, so we'll check back here in just a second. Okay, there we go. It was literally about 30 seconds. Okay, so what it does is, this was an update that came out a couple of weeks ago, and I did not tell anybody within the membership. If they came across it, I'm sure they probably noticed it was new, or they didn't know it yet. So perhaps if you've been a member for a while and you didn't see this training, obviously, because I didn't do it yet, except within the Platinum Mastermind or the Kraken Mastermind live calls, I did show this. But anyway, so let's say your geo-grid pulls up here. A couple things you can do is you can actually click on the point and it will pull up more data rank in here. You can hover over it. It'll tell you your rank is 20 plus, okay, for this particular keyword. So I pulled a random GMB, if you remember. I pulled random keywords, and I just did plumbing repair Warrington, okay, and their ranking currently is not good at all. But let's see what their top 10 competitors are. And you can see it is filling out all the data in here. It has the ARP, ATRP data points, how many data points, 81 for that one. 52 data points for that one, the solved number. Okay, so these are being updated, they are coming in. So solve, okay, 100%, 81. Now, here's what you can do is you can click on your competitors, and it not only did it pull the geo-grid for your geo-grid, for your keywords, but it pulls the geo-grids for all of your competitors, which is awesome. So let's click on this. It's going to say loading geo-grid. And typically, like I said, it comes in much quicker than this, but again, there's a little lag. Okay, so competitors ranking all ones, which is amazing. MRC, let's see where they are. Okay, they have 4.7 ranking. Okay, there are 2s, there's a 4 there. Appleton Campbell, let's see where they are. You see this is really in-depth information here. And this is not even charging you any credits. At least at the moment, there's no credit charge on the geo-grids, and there never has been. We've never really had a need. But it pulls all of the grids. This is awesome. Screaming Eagle Plumbing here. Our own, let's see what it is. Okay, so you see it is pulling up a grid for them even though I'm doing it for them, meaning that our grid just has not updated yet. But this is what our grid will eventually look like. And once it is fully done, you can come in and click on any of these data points to get more information. So you click on it here, and eventually it will start showing more keywords, but right now, okay, it ran this one at 413. There we go, now it's updated. So it's given more information. So we have the latitude, longitude, the keyword that we're going after, plumbing repair Warrington. It gives us the top 10 competitors here, where they are, MRC, Screaming Eagle. Okay, list of ranking businesses for the keyword plumbing for plumbing repair, Warrington. Okay, breaks it all down. Actually, it looks like top 16 people there, which is awesome. Okay, so we'll go back, hit the back button, let that reload again. And the maps are completely intuitive here. Okay, so if you wanted to, you could drag this over. Sorry, not there. You could drag this over and drop it in. And you could go down to the street level. Yeah, it looks like one of their trucks right there. Yep, Screaming Eagle. All right. So that must be their house where they're doing their home office work out of. Looks like a nice neighborhood. And then you just back it right back up here again. And like I said, this grid will update. And it pulls it for all these keywords. So once a server is fully caught up, you could go through and just easily run anytime. You can run as many as you want too. There's no limit on the number of times that you can run this. So if I wanted to for water heater repair near me, even though this is not yet updated, I could come in here and say run keyword. Okay, refresh it, and then you'll see it's going to start pulling another grid here. Right there, 5:56 p.m. So tons of data, and this is also the other area where you can edit. So not only can you edit on the front end like I was showing, but you can come in here and edit on this part as well. So let's actually see here on GMB search. Plumbing, Warrington. Now that's interesting. Plumbing repair, Warrington. That only has 2 R's. Where is this messed up on? That's odd. It may have been correct all along. It's just showing it incorrectly. I think I just found a little bug. Let's go back and see. Let's go back to the main campaign. Here I am. I'm doing a training video. I'm trying to figure out a bug. Yeah, that looks correct. So I think it's just a front-end spelling bug. Right? Unless my eyes are deceiving me. No, I think that's right. Okay, so that would be working on that one. On the grid. So once the grid updates, so you can see already number of runs, 23 runs here. For this, all of this will update probably within the next couple of hours because it's catching up again on that server. Water heater repair. And normally, like I said, it is much quicker. But this is something that you could do for your competitors. Let's say you're looking for a client. You could use this system. You could set up a GMB search in a city that you're looking to rank in, or you're looking to find the client. And if I was you, if I was looking for a client and doing local for, say, a plumbing niche, I would find my local city. I would grab a random GMB. I would throw it in, I'd set up a campaign, and I'd run a geo-grid on it with the keywords that I'm wanting to target. And then I would find the competitors. And once I found those competitors, then I would start contacting them. Right? So once it updates here, it shows you the top 10, top 15 people, where they're ranking. I would find a grid with really bad ranking, and I would contact them. And I would say, hey, listen, you know, however you want to reach out to them, I can get you ranked, or even do a couple of live drives and show them before and after, their before grid, their after grid, to show the changes of what you've done. There's so many different ways that you can use this tool to get new clients, get new customers, to rank yourself, to rank your business. And this is just all within this one area here. So creating campaigns, creating campaign recipes, creating mass campaigns. I think we need to repair this one, so I wouldn't use that option. That was really at a time when we had heavy hitter accounts. Some of our members, we still do have some members that have 1,000, 2,000 campaigns, so they're bigger users that have a lot. So they were using the mass campaigns, but I haven't tried that feature in quite a while. All right, the next thing that we'll take a look at is our most prominent add-on feature here, which is called the Live Drive. The Live Drive is insanity on crack. This is an amazing tool. There's a lot of different tools out there that have tried to create this. I'm not going to name my competitors, but if you know who they are, then you know who they are. There's one that charges an insane amount of money, like $5,000 a month for 75 campaigns. I am not joking. It is crazy amount of money to charge for that many campaigns. But anyways, they tried to create a live drive, and they were never able to do it. To this day, it is not working on their tool or on their website. But my programmers got it. My programmers are genius. They've done an excellent job with this. So let's say that we have our Google map here. The way that live drive works is we're going to go in and we're going to grab that address here. Okay, so right here at this Screaming Eagle. Okay. All right, so we have our Screaming Eagle that we're wanting to rank for. We're going to do search keywords, so let's do water heater repair Warrenton, VA. Okay. Alright, so water heater repair Warrenton, VA, origin, our starting location. Our destination is going to be our GMB right here. So we're going to put that in. And our starting location, let's go find a local area. Okay, so let's go over here and find somewhere in Warrenton that we want to send traffic from. So let's go over here to this area. Double click on one of these homes. Click on that. Okay, here we go. We're going to copy this address. We're going to go back over here, drop our origin in. There we go. Fill it in, hit calculate route. Okay. It's going to tell us where it's going to be starting from. It's going to calculate it out. It's going to be an 11-minute drive. And we're going to start the drive. And success. And that's it. So that's doing one drive there. Now if I want to go in and get another location, let's go over and choose another area of the map. Let's go over here, click on this. Okay, grab that property, go back over. We're going to drive from this residential address to the business, calculate, start drive. And this will start to rank that GMB. Now that's from another location. Now something else that really helps with ranking is going to your competitors. Okay, so let's back up. Let's go back from these homes and we're going to go all the way back. It's going, okay, there we go. So let's go to Appleton Campbell. We're going to click on Appleton Campbell, be a little diabolical here. And let's go in and find their address to their GMB. Where is their... Okay, let's see here. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and grab that address. And now we're going to do a live drive from, okay, it's going to be starting from Appleton Campbell, okay, to your business. Calculate drive, start drive. So what does this do? This is a ranking factor that tells people, tells Google, that someone went to Appleton Campbell and they were not satisfied with their help, with their assistance. So instead of going to Appleton Campbell, they drove from Appleton Campbell to your business location. And this is a ranking factor in Google. So what I would do is I would go and I would find all of your competitors and I would do the exact same thing. So all of your competitors in the top 10, plumbing and premier, okay. We go here, let's go find it, let's click on that GMB. Go and grab that address, okay, broad view. Let's grab that right here. And do another one, another driving direction from their business to your business. Super, super good. Okay, calculate drive, start drive. Now, you also want to do driving from your location. Okay, so starting location from your business location to a customer's location. Now I'm just going to go back and randomly grab the first one that I did here, which was from a neighborhood. I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to do my destination is the home. So now it looks like, especially for plumbing, so you're going to do and you're doing a plumbing job. And we'll start that drive. Okay. Now I randomly pick stuff here on the map. What you want to do is you want to really drill this down. So while my geo-grids are pulling a little slow right now on my server, I'm going to go over and I'm going to set up a geo-grid on local dominator. Okay, so let's go into the business here. Grab this information again. Let's back up. Okay, just a second. Okay. So I'm going to grab this address. I'm going to go back over now. I don't know what you use, but this is what I use. So let's do Screaming Eagle Plumbing. There we go. All right. Search terms. We're going to do water heater repair, Warrenton, VA. Click that in. Okay. I'm going to do a scan history. Actually, I should have done that at 1 mile. I'm not sure what I did. I kind of ran through that pretty quick. Let's go back and do new scan, just make sure. So, Screaming Eagle. Okay, plumbing, there we go. Okay, 13, yeah, I had that set up. Okay, 1 mile, meters, miles. Okay, let's go back to scans. Let's see where it's at. All right, there we go. Nice circle. Okay, so now if you're doing this the way that I do it, which I showed you without geo-grids, okay? Showed you without a geo-grid, without hyper targeting, but now I'm gonna show you what I do when I drill this down. Okay, so let's go find in here on this ranking where I want it to rank better. Okay, so I really want to get a better ranking here because it's better ranking around, right? There's a lot of threes, but I want to target the areas where I'm not as strong. So let's say that I want to rank in this area better. Okay, for Screaming Eagle. Alright, so this is the particular area that I want to rank in that's going to be a better shot. So let's go and find a home in this area. Alright, right smack dab there. So I'm going to copy that latitude longitude right out of the top here. Okay, because this is the area I'm in. And let's go drop this in. Okay, latitude longitude. I'm going to click on this. Alright, so now I'm targeting right in this area. That's smack dab right where the number 4 is. So I'm going to start doing drives to this location or from this location. So let's go down, find some of these homes. I'm going to click on this. And let's start doing some active targeting. And we'll do this live for you. So you can see this and how it works with live drive. Alright, so we have a 4. 4. Let's go back and do this. Alright, so starting location is going to be the GMB. Destination is going to be this area. Calculate route. Water heater repair, Warrenton, VA, right? That's what I got in here on the local dominator. Water heater repair, Warrenton, VA. Yep, okay, alright, here we go. We're going to start this test, 6:12 p.m. Calculate route, start drive. Okay, let's go and make this a little bit quicker. We're going to go in. Oops, grab that. Alright, bear with me. I'm not going to be talking too much while I'm doing this. Just make sure that I got that right. 6394. I totally foobarred this one up. Okay. See, this is why it's good to double check when you're in a rush, when you're moving quick. Definitely glad I double checked that. Okay, streaming. Let's go back here. Starting location is going to be this. Destination is going to be that customer's address right there. There we go. See? That's how easy it is to make a mistake. I can do it during training. You can do it anytime. So be careful what you're doing. Okay, let's go and grab this house. Go in here. I'm just going to do a few live drives. Okay, you don't want to overdo it. That's a problem that a lot of people do, is they overdo it. They send in way too many, or they watch my videos and they think that just because I'm doing it means that they should do it. And I totally don't teach that. I teach do as I say, not as I do, because I tend to be a little bit crazy when I do live drives. So let's back this out. We're going to go down on this location again. I'll grab this one, and let's go and do another live drive from that location to this. Boom. Okay. I kind of want to get it over in that area again, so let's pull this out. Okay, that right there. Let's go back over. Destination. Calculate drive. Bada bing, bada boom. 6394. Let me just make sure again. I always like to double check. Yep, 6394. Okay. Now we've been doing that for just a few moments. Let's go on out here. That's a number 4, remember. Let's do regenerate. Okay, let's scan. Let's do history. Let's see where we are. See if we got a bump. Now that was only with 4 live drives. Aha! Look at that little bump. 3.08. Let's see where we did. Alright, so let's go back and let's compare and see what we changed here. Alright, so we're going to compare these two. Just like that. Okay, let's go ahead and compare. Apply. See where we are. Alright, so we were targeting that 4 right there. Let's go back here. Gold Dominator. Okay. So we're targeting right on that 4 right here, right? So it's 3. You can see right here. We changed that 4 to a 3. So with just 4 live drives, we went from a 4 to a 3 right here. That's still a 4 there. That's still a 4 there. One of the 4s down here changed to a 3. Actually, it looks like a 3 went to a 4 there. So they switch places. So just one live drive, just a couple of live drives like that can make all the difference. So let's go in, because I tend to be a little finicky here. Let's run another scan on this, and we'll rerun this. I like to run a lot of drives, and you can see I have a ton of creds down here. So let's see as this goes out, because when you're doing live drives like this, you want to test it. All right, you don't want to send in 20 live drives and then go, hey, what's going to happen? You want to run a lot of live drive. I mean, not a lot of live drives. You want to run a lot of testing here, a lot of geo-grids, to see where you are and see what you need to move. Okay, so let's go and do some more work here. All right, so we know what that did within just a few minutes, right? That was literally within just a few moments, 7, 8, 9 minutes worth of work. Okay, so we're going to back this out. Let's go down, and okay, no property there. Let's see here. I'll go and grab this home. All right, do another drive from the location to that property. Let's see what we can change. Boom. Calculate route, start drive. All right, drive is started. Let's go and see what kind of magic we can work. Go down in here, 7196. Fox Trail Drive, or Trail. Okay, calculate route, start drive. right? I don't want to blow it up, right? I don't want to do too much. Let's go down here. Okay, grab this. Interesting. Looks like they have a double. All right. If I start looking at homes, I'll start looking at them. So we do this, calculate drive, boom. Okay. So we did 3 more drives. Let's see where we are. And you may want to give it just a few more minutes, see where it settles. But these live drives are, I'm telling you, they're like magic. It's crazy. CTR is great, but live drives, holy moly. You can really get some good bouncing going in here. 3.08. Okay, so it went back up. So we got a bounce. And this is normal when you're doing this. So we're still at a 3 here. This went to a 4. And it looks like the 4 that was in here went to a 3. So we've got some additional changes. The 4 that was down here went back to a 3. So we got a lot of 3s. We got a lot of effect going on here. I'm just going to give this a little bit more time. We're going to let that settle, right? So you want to try a little bit at a time, and it will improve. Over the days, it's going to change. It's going to be a big difference here on changing, okay? So let's go back over here, and this is going to be on the live drives for now. You can still see the drives are still happening. So this one's still driving. This one's still in progress. Let's refresh this and see if any have completed. Yeah, it looks like they're still driving here. That one's completed. This one's still driving. So some of them are actually still on the road, which is totally normal. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to talk about proxies. So this is a temporary proxy I'm going to use, my own password. So I'm going to change this afterwards, so you're not going to be able to come in and do it, but I just wanted to show you how to set up the proxy system within here. It's super simple, it's very easy to do, and we created this wicked system for connecting it to campaigns or to particular proxies to particular campaigns or campaigns to particular proxies. There's 2 different ways you can do it. But for now, what we're going to do is we're going to click on Add Proxy. IP address, the port, the username, and the password totally need them. It says optional, but you need a username or password unless you're using a free proxy. So for this, I'm going to pause it, and I'm going to go over and grab my IP, my port, my username, and password. Okay, so we got it over here. Now, I want to show you this. Now, when you copy over your IP address, typically it comes over like this. This is your port number, okay? So we're going to copy just the port number in here, and then we're going to delete this out. So make sure that when you have your IP up, you have it just like this, the port number, your username, and then your password, and then you click Add. Okay, when you click Add in here, it adds it in, okay? Now, what you can do is, this is super simple. We want to say yes over here. We want to turn this on. And now what we want to do is we want to go over and find campaigns to run this proxy on. This is just one proxy. So we could set up multiple campaigns. We could say yes to this, St. Cyriacus. Okay, yes to St. Therese of the Andes. Yes to Nicholas of Tolentino. And let's say yes to Quick Easy Peasy. And what you do is you just click on link. Okay, now it says linked. Now what you do is you can scroll down here and you can say view linked. Now to get this, you click on view. Click on view and it will open it up in here. I'll show you, okay, this IP is now linked to these. And let's say I want to take them off afterwards. I can come in and say, okay, I don't want to have Nicholas of Tolentino campaign running on here. Are you sure? Yes. And you can remove it. Do I want Therese of the Andes running? Yeah, I can leave that on. St. Cyriacus? Yeah, I want to leave that one on. Easy peasy? Yep, I want to leave that one on. So that's how simple this is. Then you can click no. You can click them off here. You know, however you want. The other way that you can do it is you can actually click on the campaigns themselves and see if they are linked. So you can click view over here. It'll tell you that yes, this one is linked to this particular IP address. Okay, so you could have multiple IPs. You got multiple IPs, multiple proxies linked to multiple campaigns, or multiple campaigns linked just to one proxy. Very, very simple system, very simple to use, simple to set up, and it's awesome. The other thing that we have here is the keyword analyzer. You can come in here and say, let's do that, water heater repair, Warrington, VA. Click add, click calculate stats, and it should be pulling the stats here. Doesn't look like it. That's weird. Maybe there's no stats for that one. Let's see. Let's see here. Let's see. Water heater repair Warrington. Let's go into something a little bit more severe. Let's say Manassas. Definitely going to have something there. Click on Manassas. Calculate stats. Yeah, see, it just didn't have any stats for Warrington. It was very small. You could take it off and just go to the main keyword here, water heater repair. Add. Calculate stats. Holy moly, look at that. That's the monthly search. So search volume is 60,000 just for water heater repair. So this is just a quick way to pull it from my Keywords Anywhere API, and it's totally up to you to use that if you'd like. Again, you can come in here on transactions and see all of that love. Let's go back and check out the local dominator and see if anything changed. See if it bounced up even higher. I see quite a few drives in there. This is why it's important to start low. Send in low amount of drives and then see what changes, see what affects. Let's see. I feel like I need the Jeopardy sound here. All right, so it went back down. See how it's bouncing here? 3.08. Okay, so we're back down to a 3. I don't see any 2s in here. I see a few more 4s. So it will be interesting to see over the next couple of days as this goes, but you can turn this grid completely green. Couple of things here. You can send it completely green, and it's amazing just by doing this hyper targeting. So make sure if you're using whatever you're using for your geo-grids, if you're using local dominator or another one, to hyper target it down, drill it down on those particular numbers as far down as you possibly can. Son of a gun, did not mean to share that there, and I'll have to cut that part out. But go down, drill it all the way down as much as you can, target, hyper target your live drives, and rank the living daylights of it. This is an amazing tool, and we'll be adding in some new features. Like I said before, I believe at the beginning, we're going to be adding an AI component into the campaigns. That should be coming around Christmas time, I believe, and we're adding in smart campaign AI customizations, and we'll have more information on that when we come to release it. There are a couple of big changes that are coming out, should be tomorrow, I believe, and hopefully they'll release the updates tomorrow, and this will be in the past. When you're watching this video, it should already be done by that point. What we're doing is we're releasing a new add-on here called Archive, so you can archive old campaigns so you don't have to delete them. The other thing that we're adding in is a fix for campaigns that fell. So what we're going to have is a draft feature that will save the campaign as a draft, and then if it fails during the creation of the campaign, you won't have to start over, which is something you have to do right now. So we'll have a save draft feature, and then we're also adding in a recipe creation feature within the campaign. So you don't actually have to come in, create a recipe. You could do it straight from setting up a brand new campaign. All right, everybody, I hope this video helps you out. I did not plan on speaking this long, for over an hour now, but hopefully this is the best updated training that you've seen for the Kraken, and that you'll utilize the system to its full ability. If you use the Kraken correctly, you should be able to rank everything, anything and everything, and absolutely knock it out of the park. There's no reason why, if you have this tool, that you're not ranking. Whether it's GMBs, whether it's websites, videos, this is a complete compendium of ranking, and I hope you use it to the best of your ability. And if not, send me a message in support and I'll be happy to help you. Okay, thank you. Cheers.